Okay, hello and welcome to Post Pandemic Problems, Episode 2, where last time we talked about pre pandemic problems and pandemic problems. Now we're finally at the post pandemic problems that we have. Um, right now, I am getting over a cold, which just
L.
happened to get back. I had a cold a couple of days ago, um, and I got over that, and my voice was fine yesterday, and now it's going.
Dang, man.
Yeah, so I have tea. I actually have no idea where we're gonna start.
Just wherever. I'm fine with anything, man.
Okay. Um, well, I guess where we should start probably is um, yeah, I still have no idea.
Ugh. Ugh. Where should we start?
um, so um, I guess we could go back to during the pandemic. There was a lot of stuff going on. Like the election was weird. The um masking up was weird. And recently the CDC pulled back their mask kind of statement like a while ago. A while ago they pulled back their mask statement saying you don't have to wear a mask, and that was like um it
One of the
wasn't
greatest things.
it wasn't like the right thing to do, masking up and staying inside for a long time. The CDC has started to pull back, like, with a lot of their statements. And I just realized my phone is at 50%, and I don't know why it's at 50% because it's not. It's. I gotta pull my charger over here. That's essentially what I'm saying. Sorry, I am. I'm a little bit. It's the morning. I haven't really
It's very
woken
anyways,
up
nothing yet.
fully. Gosh darn it.
11 a.m. for me. So.
I'm pulling my charger over here. I feel like I should have been more prepared. Okay. And now I'm pulling up Twitch because I can.
I've been had Twitch pulled up.
Okay, there we go. Now I have the chat and everything. Okay, so, um, so it seems
Ugh.
like the CDC uh, was wrong about their mask mandates and all that. It was wrong
Yeah.
about their statements about wearing a mask, staying inside, because it's just like um, any
My
other
parents
sickness.
when the vaccine released, my parents didn't want to get it since of how quickly they came up with a thing for it.
I got like the first
No, they
vaccine.
like they'd get everything. They'd get shots and everything. They're not like that. It's just also gotta remember how quickly you just pumped out something that supposedly
Yeah,
works. That was and it was confirmed that it really wasn't at tested.
yeah,
And
it wasn't tested, and people were desperate for a thing. That's what drives a lot of people, desperation, and
yeah,
lots of people know this, even politicians. So they would do that to kind of make a group and see who their real like blind followers are. At least that's my conspiracy theory. Vaccines, like the new vaccines that aren't tested, are made to see who the blind followers are. so that
It
they
just
could
turns into a
control
fucking just turns into a conspiracy theory podcast.
them. It's just a place where we can voice our concerns and random uh, random things we're just peeved
Just
about.
our opinions. That's all it is. It's just opinions.
That's all a podcast is, opinions.
Opinion, opinion, opinion.
And people choose to listen to those opinions.
As it could be good, could be bad. Just
Yeah,
have
could
to
be
find
good, could
out.
be bad. I got COVID 2 times.
Oh, I've never gotten COVID at all.
So like the first time I got it was because of my mom because
Oh,
she's a nurse, um, and she got it at the hospital she works at, and then I got it from her, um, and it wasn't really that bad. I just had COVID and it was very it was it was small. It was a small sickness. It was a baby back then. And then
oh yeah. Me and my family had it. Like, we believe we got it when it was not even known as COVID
but
before it
like
even split out.
we got we tested it. It seemed like a cold, and that was that.
Really,
Um,
what COVID's becoming. Like, that's what all natural, like, big flus just become. Just a common flu.
and then the second time I got it was when I was coming back from the cruise from Alaska. Um, cruise to Alaska, and
You
so
went to Alaska?
yeah,
Damn.
I went to Alaska. Um,
Damn.
I think it was during
Wow.
the summer, um, but I was we came back, and the next day I was like, oh God, I feel so sick, and I tested myself for COVID, and it was like, oh yeah, you have COVID, and then
Arizona.
we got tested for COVID and the flu, at least for me, and it turned out I had both. Just a quick disclaimer: there's gonna be scary stuff. It's gonna last about a minute or two. Yeah, that's about it. COVID was weakening my immune system, and the flu
All
was
the
just taking hold of me and strangling me, just, just like
yeah.
torturing me for a while. I was bedridden for a bit, but yeah, it completely
Let's
sucked.
talk about torture methods real quick, because there's been so many like ones that just break people's spirits. Like, that's really what all torture is about. Is just breaking
Stretching
someone's
bed, the
spirit.
stretching bed, like, um, you just put on it, and then there's cuffs on your hands and ankles, and then they stretch you.
Yeah.
Hot
The
pokers.
Chinese come up with the Chinese come up with so many different methods of torture, and it's just unreal.
Mm. What about sending like electric shocks to the body, like
It's not enough to
just
kill
enough
them.
for you to like really, really feel it, but not enough to kill you.
I don't know about that. It's probably made before.
I got that taken to the main character stabs the guy in the legs, and then he attaches like a car battery, I think, to the knives that are through the
Perfect.
legs, and then he electrocutes him. And then
Just two
eventually he just leaves it on
executioners.
because he doesn't want the guy to live. So,
Electrocutors, nutsack.
uh, um, anyway, we probably shouldn't talk about this for long because I don't want this whole thing to be taken down. Um, so, uh, I took some emergency. It's a nifty thing. Emergency, just having like vitamin C in a package,
Yeah.
and then I have turmeric tea, which I looked up the benefits of it, and apparently it boosts your immune system. And I'm like, oh, cool.
A lot
So
of
it's not
things. Yeah.
just an anti-inflammatory; it's something you can actually use to better yourself. Ah,
Boxing gloves.
but anyway, where were we? Aside from
I
the rabbit hole.
oh God. I
Uh,
really forgot.
um, so, what else could we talk about? Oh, the election. We're not gonna say who, what, when, where, why, but that was a weird time. That was a weird time. There were people who
Yeah.
wanted to stay inside and people who didn't want to be exposed to people. And um, that whole erecting a structure to keep people out. I feel like the reason why we voted for the other person who didn't have a mute button um, act- actually was driven by our want for connection, our human social minds decided, hey, no, I don't want to. I don't want to stay inside. So structures around us don't feel good. And that's why they were like, no. I'm
Yeah.
being general but specific. And I got erecting a structure from Fluffy. That was how he said it. That's like there was someone running for office, no particular office, and they wanted to erect a structure and wanted the other side to pay for it.
Oh, that. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about the.
But yeah, that was what I was talking about, and yeah, um, so but I feel like comedians are the best people to talk about this with though, because they can have strong opinions and share them and make it funny.
Yeah. I don't know why I said it like that.
It's fine. Uh, okay, so I've finished my tea and now I'm going on to ice water.
I don't have any drink right now besides pop.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, um, we're both tired. So how did you sleep, by the way?
I've been sleeping down in the basement where my computer setup is. Yeah.
Sleep in the
Yeah.
basement?
Yeah. Sleep in the basement, upstairs, on the couch, my room. Like, it's just sometimes my body doesn't. I don't like sleeping in the same spot twice.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I always really have to swap where I sleep, like a lot of times.
I don't usually get that, but like I feel like my room is home base. So,
For me, my body just can't stay in the same spot.
so you have like two different save files, and you're like, hey, I'll switch to this one.
Yeah, well, like three. I have
Me, I have one.
down here.
I constantly reset in one area. This is the safe room.
Nah, it's just a room where every time Ben and shenanigans can't get you.
But like a lot of the time, I have nightmares.
Same here.
Yeah, and I there was this weird nightmare that I had that didn't really seem like a nightmare, but it was a dream that devolved into a nightmare. Um,
I only get nightmares.
um, and we were like in a house. We were going about a day. We went downstairs, and then we went up via an elevator for some reason. Um, and we went up. We pressed floor 4, and we got to floor 3. We walked out, and there was like a chain going across a corner, and it was broken, like something plowed through it. And then there were arrows pointing to the stairs, and so we went to the stairs because we wanted to get to floor 4 because that was where our room was.
Hmm.
But there was no stairs up to floor 4, so we just went down the stairs. There were arrows pointing to it, and then there was this big thing that said "run," and so of course I ran. Uh,
Rum.
and we got
I should have
to
said yum. And you
we
should have said bread, ramen, yum.
uh we ran to the floor underneath us, and there were a bunch of bars. My I think this was my younger brother or a younger friend of mine. They got in the bars and then they like it was like they were twisting their arms, but
Oh.
like um sometimes breaking it or like dislocating it. I don't know, but he could
Ugh.
still move his arms. And
I
then
bet.
and then he shrank and became like this baby that was crying, and I held them in my arms and then heard breathing from upstairs, so I ran downstairs. And the moment I got to the bottom, I woke up and I could still hear breathing. So I stayed up for more, and the breathing was still there. It didn't go away for like uh 2-3 minutes. I was still in my room, and I opened the door. There was no one outside of my room, and I went downstairs and grabbed my coffee, and then I stopped hearing the breathing. So it was all in my room, and I have no idea why.
Dang, bro. That sounds crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. Oh God. When Amber sees this, she's gonna be like, "What the hell? What do you dream at night?"
I dream some crazy shit. If I ever get like a fucking. Because, like, most of the times I always get nightmares, but when I do get fucking dreams, it's like the weirdest, most weird dreams you could ever think of. Like
Like,
those weird little dreams your mind makes when trying to just fill in that gap.
yeah, there's been dreams where I control elements or like I fly. It's there was one
Oh
where I
no,
was
I
in
don't get dreams like
Disneyland.
that.
There, there
I
was
get dreams like you're a slug,
oh that one.
where you just become a slug and then you turn into a snail for some reason, and then it just becomes the movie Turbo. I don't know why.
That's hilarious. I remember
Oh, it's
there's
always
this one
just
dream I distinctly remember. Um, I was like in Disneyland, and and I was uh just there. It was at night, so no one was there. And all the characters uh, that Disney made, mainly from Peter Pan, came to life, and I was flying,
Off to Neverland.
and I fought Captain Hook. I met Dumbo. Oh God, there was a lot I did.
Dang.
But like, I was able to fly until daytime. Daytime was when the ability of flight just ceased to exist,
Poof. Poof.
and I fell on my
Welcome.
face. It was mainly a soft landing. Like I was lowering, so I was like, "Oh, shoot, I can't fly."
Oh no, I thought
And
you said
then,
you found your face.
nope, I plopped on my face. I fell on my face.
Oh, because it just, the way my mind heard it was, oh, found your face. What? Just so confused. Like, what? You found your face.
There have been dreams that I found my face.
Yeah, but most of my dreams just turn into like random. Like sometimes most recurring one is legit. It just becomes Kung Fu Panda. Like,
That's hilarious.
then sometimes other things come in the mix, so it's not just Kung Fu Panda. It's like other things.
I'm gonna move my mic. Ooh, it didn't make a sound. That's good.
Yeah,
Some
good luck.
sometimes it makes sounds and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, right, post-pandemic problems. What are problems that you still have? I mean, I still have
I
to wear a
still
mask in
have.
school.
Oh, I don't, because I'm homeschooled.
Well, mine is college. College is slowly like rolling back their mask mandates, but we still have them because because the dean and the president aren't like they really like don't
Unforce it. Yeah.
they don't want it to spread, so they're like, hey, you know what, we're gonna keep the mask stuff even if the CDC rolls back their stuff. um, well, yeah, that's that. So I have to deal with that. But in my drama class, we actually voted to not have masks inside. So yeah, I'm gonna wear a mask today because today I have to go over there. Um, but um, oh shoot, what are we doing? I should probably check my email to figure out what the heck we're doing.
Bro, I see so many things saying like college is kind of the most like laid back thing. Like so much
Sometimes,
of
yeah.
just college being laid back.
Yeah, sort of. It is sort of laid back, because like you get to choose your classes, and depending on like what classes you do, um, you could be laid back, um, but also it could just like be everything at once if you have that kind of kind of scenario where you pick 10 classes or 5 classes, and you have classes every day. If you have classes every day, then yeah, it's gonna be like a school experience, a regular like school experience, like high school or middle school. But like if you don't have breaks and you don't portion it out, it's gonna be stressful. Um, and uh, if you get an easy class, well, that's extremely laid back. If you have a couple of classes and one of them's just an easy class, then yeah, it's gonna be fine. But if you're wanting to go for a major and you want to graduate early, like you want to graduate specifically in 4 years, then yeah, it's gonna be stressful, and you're gonna want
I want
to.
to get all the knowledge I can.
Yeah,
So
but the thing is, you have to have a certain amount of credits for everything, so you have to take prereqs, which means that you're probably gonna be there for more than 4 years. So I would suggest going to community college, getting the main education things out of the way, and then going for specifics later.
and this
Because
just
it's
making fucking college easy on me.
it's less tuition and yeah, bring a pack lunch because you don't want to pay for lunch.
I always bring pack lunch. Like no joke. Like even in school, I always bring pack lunch.
Ah, and what else? There might be programs at colleges where you can get free food. Um, it's it's like they bring out produce and all sorts of stuff, and you get it for free. Um, and or at least that's my school. Um, and there's this room where they bring all the stuff that well they had out there. Um, and they have free tea and free coffee, which is good for me because
Never gonna, I'm never gonna like coffee in my life. I can tell you now.
uh coffee is just for the morning for me. Because I have trouble waking up, and that's gotta be my routine. Um, and then the rest of the day, it's non-caffeinated tea, um,
And
and that's mainly to help my voice, and because I just like tea. Um, I'm a tea fanatic.
I've really never had tea.
Ah, it's hot flavored water.
Basically, what everything is.
I mean, maybe it's like zest, but hot and good.
It's the tastiest thing I've seen all week.
Uh, um, and we're back to tea. So,
Tea.
but yeah, I would suggest finding everything into finding every way of not having to pay. Um,
Anyway,
doing a
it's my dog's.
FAFSA.
It's, it's my dog's birthday. He needs food.
Uh, but I would suggest uh, like filling out scholarships, getting like a grant from the uh, from the government. You don't have to pay it back because it's not a loan. It's grant. They've granted you money, and you don't have to pay it back, which is amazing. Um, I haven't filled that out, but uh, uh,
Oh, hello, kitty. Hello, baby.
don't take out a loan because they charge interest on that the longer you don't pay it. Um, because
Sorry,
yeah, you can pay
my
it back.
cat just jumped up.
Ah,
My cat just jumped up on my thing, so that's why.
but yeah, you can pay a loan back, but like it's gonna be more money than you
Money.
took out. So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
you're just telling me everything my parents told me.
Oh well.
Yeah, my parents tell me everything I really need to know in life.
I'm talking from mostly experience. The loan thing, I haven't experienced, but um, yeah, I'm trying not to take out any loans so that I can support myself and rely on myself. Um, which is hard because I have to make sure that I make money.
Nice. Sorry if I was barely listening.
It's fine. Uh, but yeah, my voice is So, so bad. I was checking my emails and I noticed that Genshin Impact sent me something.
Tension impact.
Yeah,
Dang. For the job offer. I'm
let me
making legit
see. It's
good
gone
stuff.
now, but like I know Genshin sent me something.
And you getting all the good job.
Genshin Impact. Uh,
Oh,
okay. Um, but but oh right, it was an ad. It was an ad in my Gmail. Um,
I don't play Genshin, so I don't get ads.
I don't know why they sent me stuff, but it was like play the new
Oh my
update,
god, I'm Mr. President. Yeah,
Mr.
because
President.
oh no, I'm sorry. I'm playing a game on Roblox, and it's from an
Ah,
anime, and you're able. So there's one thing called Mr. President, and you become you can you can become a turtle for
ah,
Mr. President. You can become a turtle that has a room. You can become a turtle that has a key. That inside the key is a room, and you can basically shake the key, meaning it would shake anyone inside it.
huh,
And it's just like I don't know how to explain it. You really just have to watch it
ah. All
because
right.
you get shrinked into it.
Ah. Ah. Oh, I just remembered the post-pandemic problem that I mentioned with my uh voice teacher. Um, I have voice lessons every Thursday, and we started talking. This was how I got this idea in the first place of the whole uh, podcast thing. Um, so we started talking, and I was like, the pandemic has closed us all off so much that people who are just getting out of high school most likely don't know how to do stuff. Like, um, because the thing
I'm going
was,
into high school soon.
in civics, um, we usually had to put in hours to get public service stuff, which I was doing previously, and I was pretty much ready for that. Um, because well, we an organization that I'm a part of does that on the like does that regularly. Um, we had child ID booths that were free. Um, we helped people during like the fishing kind of um,
You
kind of
really need a
events.
better you really need a better screen for podcasts.
Well, I did have the welcome back thing, but you made a comment on that, so this is what you're gonna get.
Well, no, it's just saying welcome back is kind of referring to like starting soon type screen. Know what I mean?
Yeah, you want me to change the media?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just having fun on Roblox kidnapping people.
I'll change the media. change the file. There you go. Changed.
Changed color.
Yeah, okay. So, now that we're cool. Oh, the welcome back, and then the normal. Why did I do this? Anyway, where was I? Right, yeah, we're so inside. Like, like we usually had to put in hours of work, but my year they didn't. It wasn't required because everyone was inside and you really couldn't do that. So all we learned was like laws and how to be a juror and how to work with people, but not how to work with people or how to find work. So since it was like all online usually, you would just do it and it would be easy because you could either look it up on Google or you could just answer it quickly. Or you just write a paper, and writing a paper can be inherently easy for some people. Um, but you don't actually get any life skills, and that's the problem with the pandemic, because people who have graduated out of the pandemic aren't going to succeed as well as the people who are graduating now or graduated before the pandemic, because we don't know how to work, essentially. If you didn't have a job before the pandemic, you it's inherently hard for you, um, especially if you're trying to get a job. Like, if you were trying to get a job then, if you're trying to get a job now, someone will hire you, you'll get the experience, and you'll most likely get fired within the next 6 months. But you've learned something. Uh, but you're inherently not learning as much as as you would have in a world where we didn't have the pandemic. In a world where we didn't have the pandemic, you would have been thrown into high stress situations, or like a really competitive job market, um, like we're having now, um, and the whole inflation thing wouldn't have happened. You would have had a better time going into the job market and going through your daily life. Uh, but now there's inflation. There's like all of a sudden this high demand for workers, but high competition um, in that job force as well. Um, Amazon is going like
It's popping, man.
places. Amazon is having so many workers doing so many things.
And they're getting paid pretty good.
Yeah, but they can still have problems. Like, I don't know if I even can say this because technically I would be in.
Information.
It's technically, I don't know if it's confidential information or not. And props to Amazon. Amazon is a really good kind of um company, but they have problems too. Moving my mic again. Um, anyway, um, like any company, they have problems, and I'm not saying they're lazy. I'm just saying that it was just one thing, and I probably filled out the paperwork too late, but they didn't get the paperwork over to my the higher person, and now I have to find another job, but they're still sending me things because I'm still in their system. um, and I need to get out of the system because I don't know how I'm going to go forward with that. Um, and I should probably not be working for Amazon because it's a high stress work area. Probably, um, like fast paced work environments aren't good for me, and I know that. And I shouldn't have uh, applied for Amazon. But I need a job anyway, so I might just apply to Intuit Tax Relief. Uh,
Sorry if I'm not responding a lot. I am just legit going around, like asking people if they need a ride somewhere in this Roblox game, and then guiding, just like becoming my turtle form with them still in the room, and just going to where they need and dropping them off.
mm, like free Uber.
Yeah. No, I'm better than Uber.
Just just start charging like $2.
1 gold coin.
One gold coin. All right, one gold coin uh, for every ride, so you can start making bank on that in Roblox. Uh, but anyway, but yeah, I really think that all the um, all the time spent in our homes have diminished the amount of uh, like education, the actual experience. It's diminished like our knowledge because we don't have that experience. Um, People missed out on prom. People missed out on getting a job. Some people actually got a job. I got like a job near the end of the pandemic because people were actually looking for workers, and I just happened to be there. Um, and that was where I found out that high, fast-paced environments aren't exactly good. So I need to look for office jobs. So I need to find a um, job fair or something. Um, I need to look for stuff, and I need to figure out how to maneuver in this world of well, in this endless world of everything. I should probably apply to the library. Um, maybe maybe a postal office. Sort packages. Um, but yeah, um, I'm still tired. All right. Um. All right. How's school going? By the way,
It's going good.
you know I'm gonna ask this question all like every podcast.
It's going good.
Going good. What you learning?
I really have no idea at the moment. I really forgot.
Uh Me, I'm just like reviewing grammar skills and and um, learning how to interpret humanity in a single form. I have to bring my plastic mask to school, like the whole face covering mask, like like the whole face, like um, those kind of white masks that are just
Yeah.
there for interpretive dance. Uh, but yeah, we get to move around in a space and interpret different things through body movement. I don't even know if I should go to school, like, cause I don't want to get people sick. This is
Yeah.
coming in waves, and I'm just like, oh no. Uh, but yeah, uh, it's getting. We're coming around to the end. So what's a thing that's good about the world today? Um, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going wrong, but people are getting jobs. Oh, something bad about the world. Gas is costing more in California. Uh, it went up like 20 cents per gallon. So that's horrible. Um, the good thing is that Costco is making gas more affordable.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, kitty.
but but even though we're facing so much right now, people are like facing it head on, and I like that. I like that we're starting to realize that we need to do something about this. Um, and we can do something about it. We just need to try to do something. Which the unemployment the kind of um, um,
Ugh.
applications for unemployment have gone down significantly.
Yeah.
So that's something good about the world today. Um, it's all because I seldomly watch the news.
I don't watch the news because I don't have live TV anymore.
Ah, shoot. Then I'm the person to give you all this information. Uh,
No, it's because we have every single. Me and my family has every single streaming service available. So
uh,
we
uh,
really don't need live TV since none of us really watch the news.
uh, well, anyway, yeah, this should be the end of post pandemic problems. So, uh, elevator music, go!
Oh, okay. Well, look, well,
Pull it, pull
ah,
it.
ah. Okay, okay. Come on. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it?
Tune in next time. Tune in next time. That is the end of Post Pandemic Problems, episode 2. Hopefully, we can get this on YouTube and Spotify, everywhere else. But yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.
Who are you?
Who I am will be revealed in due time.
What did I just do? Wait, what the hell was that?
Just a small threat.
Small? You thought that was small?
I can do worse.